Hi Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. I'm pleased to show you how to make this card today. It's a fun fold and it's called a Tag Pocket Pop-Up Card that's also a gift card holder. That's a mouthful. Sorry my voice is a little scratchy today. It's been that way for a week, so there was no way I could hold off anymore on these things. Okay, so this is how it looks, and when you open it, the inside has a pop-up right here, and then the gift card holder just comes right out on the side. For the mini version, here is what it looks like. It's hard to see in white, but it pops open, and then there's a little tag thing for the gift card holder. These are always fun. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I'll go through the technique itself, and then we'll go through the decorating. So the stamps that I've used for this set are Delightful Wishes, and that's a bundle. Has the dies. And then the next one is, this is the embossing folder dashing design, and that's for the inside of the card. I have them right here. I already embossed them and kind of see the design. And then the next one is for the circle, and this is from the, oh, I forgot what this is called. I'll have it in the supply list. All right. So what we need is a piece of basic white cardstock, the heavier one, 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half. And then we also need a piece of 4.25 by 5.5, and that's for the back of it. Get a white, or and I can see better. Okay, so this is just one sheet, and this is the top part. Okay, so now we are going to mark the piece that's folded, and I thought I had a ruler. Let me get the ruler. Okay, if you had grid paper, you can use your grid paper, but we're going to go from the left edge, the folded edge, and we're going to mark it at 2 3/4 with a pencil. So we're just going to mark it at the top. Just put a little pencil mark, and then we're going to go down from that same corner, 2 3/4. Right there. So you have the mark. They're all the left side and the top. And so it's right here. Really hard to see today. And right here. Now we will take our paper cutter. You can use your scoring tool, but the paper trimmer works easier because we're going to cut this on, or not cut it. You don't want to cut it. Sometimes for class I took the cutter blade off so nobody accidentally cut their card. We're going to put the oh crap, I can't remember the name of it. The trimmer, the channel thing here, we're going to match that with the first dot and the second dot. Let's see if I can hold it up. So you can see the dot here and the dot here. And we're going to just score it. Make sure you have the correct scoring blade. And you have to press pretty hard and go back and forth a couple times. And that's, you cannot see it. Boy, I don't know. Let me see if I can open my blinds a little bit. I was giving glare before. There we go. Maybe now I can see better. Well, anyway, there's a score line from here to here, and on the other side, it's scored right through too. So what we're going to do is fold in on the first score line, and you kind of gently do it. You just have to try to stay on the line. And don't worry about getting in that corner yet. And then you do the other side. And so it forms this little shape. And then when you get it so that they're kind of have that crease, you just push in and then lay it down and use your bone folder, wherever that is. I'm using my ruler, and just give that a good burnish. And that's how you do the mechanism for the pop-up, and the pop-up thing will go in here. Okay, so now the fold side is still on the left. Next we will put our designer paper on there, and this we will cut. It's just a 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to cut this, and I'm just going to, it's supposed to be 2 1/2, but for some reason it didn't. Like the top is 2 1/2, we're going to mark that, and the bottom should be 2 1/2, and we're just going to mark that. So now we're going to cut this piece on that angle. So here's our mark, and here's our mark. This we want to cut. So we have the little triangle piece. Now we will attach this onto here. This time it fit perfectly. Go figure. I'm just going to glue that on the front. Doesn't need glue because it's not getting any pressure or anything on it. Okay. And then this little square that we have left over, we're going to glue that on the left-hand side corner. Up here. And you want to make sure that you have a little white border around it. And we don't need glue on there. Okay, so this is going to attach like this. And this is where our card holder comes in, our gift card holder. I will erase these now because I see my thing, my eraser. Okay. You want to use a good, like the white erasers work really well. Doesn't leave any marks. Boy, I'm losing my voice fast. Okay, now this part we will need to glue, or you could use tear and tape. So I'm going to glue around, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to glue the top, the side, the bottom, and up. Do not glue here or any place in the middle. So I'm just going to put the glue around the edge, like so. That means white on white. Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece, make sure that your designer paper is in the front, and I like to stand it up so you can get everything even, and then just push down. And basically that's the whole mechanism part of it. It's so simple that you think it would be harder, but it's not. Okay, and so now when we open it, we still have our card holder thing here. For the actual card holder, I have a piece of white. This does not have to be thick. This is 2 by 5.5, and I have scored it at 1 1/4. So I'm folding this up, and I have the topper. This is a top. Any topper punch will work. I'll put the one that I used in the supply list. And just kind of push it under. Make sure that it's straight. And then just push it down. And you have your little topper. And because it's such an intricate design, you want to, when you add ribbon to it, we're just going to do the old-fashioned way, and that is stapling. I have some of the Pretty Peacock and Gold Metallic ribbon. I'm going to just fold it in half. Make sure this is the front. Put this on the back. And just put it on about like that. Staple it. That's where the old-fashioned part comes in. We used to staple a lot of stuff. You can do it in an X, or just on an angle, or however you want. These happen to be colored staples, so they work perfectly. Now, so that the card doesn't come out, I'm taking a piece of 1/4 inch by 4. You could do a little bigger if you'd like. And I'm just attaching this to the front. You could go to the top or just go down a little bit, doesn't matter. So I'm just gluing that on, folding it back, and then we have our card holder. Be careful with the card in. And it just slides in and out now. Okay, so that just slides in there, and that's how that works. For the inside, some people have put designer paper up here. They've put a lot of designer paper on, but I'm not doing that because it was a big class and I didn't have enough designer paper. So, but this looks just as nice. Sometimes simple is good. Helps when the glue works. If I'm running out. Okay. So I'm just putting the piece of designer paper, or not design, you could use designer paper. I'm using embossed paper. And if you mess up and you put it on this side, that's okay too. So I'm just setting that down. And I have a piece of, I have 2 of these. I made 3 of them actually. These are 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to put one on the front. Easy to line up because you have plaid. Like so. And then one on the inside. On the opposite side that you have your paper. And this is Lost Lagoon. And you just put that on the right side. Next, so sorry my voice keeps going out. I have some cutouts from the dies in that set, and I'm just going to glue this on, this little designer part, or the cutout part, and it kind of doesn't fit any specific way. You just kind of move it around till it sort of fits on there. Like so. And then we're going to attach this to a circle. And this is from the Stylish Circle dies. Or you could use one of the dies from this set. Now, when you put your pop-up thing on, you want to put it in the center of your triangle, but you're only going to glue a little triangle on the left side. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Okay, so, yes. So here is the glue, just a little bit on one side of it, and I can see it. Then we'll take our circle. You go above the end of the paper, kind of center it on the line, and just push down. So you can see that it pops up, and it's only on that little quarter, and then when you fold it, it just goes down. You can push that down if you'd like. So that's that part of it. I did a little bit of stamping. I'm just going to show you the final result for time purposes. But I used the stamp set Delightful Wishes. I stamped this solid color in Pool Party, and that's the base of it. I'll kind of show you this piece. And then I took this kind of weird looking one, it looks like birds, and then I put that on there. I used that I did in Lost Lagoon. I did the stem, there's a stem in there. I did that in Basic Gray, and the leaves in Pretty Peacock. I embossed this in white from the stamp set and then cut it out with the die. And then this is embossed in white and also cut this out with the die. And basically that's it for this card. It's pretty simple, but it looks harder. So I hope you made sense of this. Oh, I did put a little flower on the inside as well. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. And I hope you could understand this one.